Hi, Deep Noser here, and welcome to day 7 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. This is concentrating on the exotic manufacturers, so there's a few different ones. Again, they have quite a nice little galactic tour. Pop the link in the bottom. Now let's have a look. You have a couple of snub noses, which is the two variants of the P52. They're going pretty cheap. Again, you get that 48-month insurance. These are the sort of things, well, P52 sorry, and P72. These are the sort of things you will find usually attached to a bigger ship. I know that the P52 is also attached to all constellations but one, I believe. Things like that. You got the Mustang series, Mustang Alpha, kind of bit of a kind of all-round ship for what it basically is. It's a starter ship. It's just like the Auroras. The Beta, this is the Beta variant of it. I believe that has a slightly better sort of jump drives. It's like their kind of exploration version to a certain degree, if I remember rightly. Then you have the Gamma, which is a racing ship. There, from what I've heard from chat from other races, racing is sort of thing that just started, not really got into. I know the Mustangs can be quite manoeuvrable, but they lack in some of the top speeds. All these ships are supposed to be very, very, very close in their speeds, but the fastest is the 350R, followed by the M50, I believe, last time I checked. But of course, it's all subject to change. Mustang Delta, this is their kind of fighter, proper military fighter sort of version. From there, you have the Genesis Starliner. This is a 40-passenger airliner, basically, or space liner, with about an 8 crew with it. I suppose it is got a bit of luxury to it, as well as a bit of cargo space. Not as luxurious as something like the 890 Jump, which is cream of the crop sort of thing. Then you have these, the Scout, quite a good little fighter, very, very nimble from what I hear, very, very quick. I don't know why I've never been a huge fan of some of the exotic range, the ones that look all spiky, things like that, even though, to contradict all that, I do actually quite like the Polar. Right, the Merchantman, one of the biggest, I don't know if it's there, but one of the biggest dedicated kind of haulers, ignoring the hulls, because obviously when you get up to the hull E or whatever it is, that's going to be massive as well. But this was announced before the hulls anyway, but quite cool looking ship. I know a few of the people in my organisation have got one. They'd be interested to see it flying past. The two MPUVs, one's a cargo. These things, just like the snub noses, don't have the ability to quantum jump out of the system. The MPUV Cargo is probably something more like a glorified forklift truck, ideal for taking cargo from any of the bigger ships unable to land or unable to dock and ferry it backwards and forwards. Same principle applies to the MPUV personnel, just instead of cargo it's personnel. But I used to have one of these. I think they look pretty cool. Just for when I was starting, I just couldn't bother keeping hold of something that I think I don't use that often, or at least won't be using until a lot later when the game is more developed. Then you have the exotic intro pack, which will give you one of the Scouts, a P52 and a Delta, which is their fighter, a 24-month insurance and all this sort of stuff. It's the mega pack that usually gives you the lifetime insurance. Let's have a look. Yep. And that will give you the pretty much everything. You get the 2 snub noses, you get all 4 Mustangs. There is actually another one, there's an Omega, but it doesn't seem to be announced again for this. I don't know if it's a limited run. You get the Starliner, you get the Merchantman, the Scout, the 2 MPUVs. Quite a good little pack. I suppose if you went through each day of the expo and bought each of the big packs, it would cost a lot of money, but you'd have pretty much nearly all the ships we got, you know, except for a handful. Except for the 890 jump, you have to buy that separately. Along with the fact of getting any of the really big javelins and frigates. Again, these Master of Flight ships, they do it for 2 days. This is the second day of the Renegade. It is something that I think looks quite funky. It's a Titan but designed for dogfighting. I was tempted to get hold of it, but until I get paid I'm a little shy of that at the moment. And again, same as every month, you've got a limited supply of Warbond frigates. That's ones you can't use credit for, and they've already sold out again, the Javelin Warbonds. We have tomorrow's schedule will be basically all the Avenger Stalker stuff and a new variant of the Hornet, which will be one of the Masters of Flight, and then the day afterwards will be the grand finale. And again, pushing the Prowler. I've said it in the past couple of videos, and it's pretty much the same chat all over the internet at the moment. Awesome concept, awesome idea, incredible looking ship, aggressive, scary, but 300 quid dropship. You know, you could buy a giant merchantman, you could buy so many other ships that are multi-purpose, or trading ships, or pirate ships, or destroyers, research ships, all these ones that you could potentially could be using quite a lot until we find more about the game of what sort of missions are available. Unless they have a constant supply of dropship missions, then it seems quite an expensive thing. I mean, it might be something that you might, as a group or an organisation, all chip in to get, so you could all use it for those particular missions, but unless you've got quite a few pennies extra, it seems a bit pricey for me. And once again, the usual merchandise sale at the bottom there. Thank you very much for watching. Only a couple more days left of the expo, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook and Twitch. Catch you later, guys.